Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about Honda and how they got on in the test. And for me, it was very good to see Marc Marquez back out on the track, and he looked as aggressive as ever on the bike, which is really, really good. Now, he did have two offs, but that famous saying, if you ain't crashing, you ain't trying, and he definitely was trying. He was putting himself physically through the ringer to see exactly how he was going to handle it, but he seemed to do quite well, finishing kind of in the 8th-9th places on each of the days was good to see. What I was more happy to see though was Pol Espargaro was quite close to him in testing. Now I know it's only testing, but I've never seen Pol so close to Marc Marquez in the time sheets realistically. Obviously there was the occasional blip, but hopefully the bike will suit Pol. Now, the only thing worse than being Marc Marquez's teammate is actually being Marc Marquez's brother. And Alex kind of struggled through the whole test. And there is a lot of concern from me on Alex now. You know what I mean? I think he has to deliver. If he doesn't deliver, I think he could be facing the chop, or probably maybe not just having a works bike, but maybe a year-old bike or something like that. Very similar for Nakagami. Like, he did get near Pol and Marc on day 1, I believe. Day 2 he got a little bit lost, but again, it's another big year for him. As I've mentioned earlier, he does need to put it out there and make sure that he is at least beating Alex in all sessions and all races where he can. It's going to be very hard to beat Marc or Pol, being very honest. What I did notice though was that Honda was actually trying 3 different chassis, which leads me to believe that they haven't yet settled on a chassis for the year. Now I know Jake will kill me on this, but yes, bikes are developed for the tires, but I do believe with Marc Marquez's injuries, the direction of the development of the bike has changed. And what I mean by that is, like, if you go back to the Formula 1 days there with Honda, they would build a special engine for a special rider, and I do think that is fundamentally still there within Honda, that they would gear the bike slightly towards Marquez's riding style, even though that there is a tire setup, and if it starts coming back that the bike is able to turn, it's not so on the front end, then I definitely think Pol Espargaro, Alex would probably be able to ride it. Definitely looking at how Alex rode it in Aragon when he got into second, you could see him, he was very much so riding it from the rear rather than hopping it on the front. So look, for me, it's going to be definitely interesting to see what they do. Pooch is really happy with it. I am going to go through the 3 chassis probably later on this week and just give you a glimpse, and you can have an understanding of what the differences are. They are minute, but they are 3 different chassis, so I did find that very interesting that they hadn't yet settled on one. But look, I'll go through that next week or this week at some stage, and like, share, comment, and love to have a chat and talk about it. I know Jake will correct me on something to do with the tires and the chassis, but again, look, it's all open debate, it's only opinion. It is test 1 of MotoGP 2022, and I'm looking forward to many more videos and plenty of debate. So see you in the next one. I just want to take a minute to also thank you for watching my videos and the support that you've shown so far. If you haven't subscribed already and you would like to subscribe, it would mean an awful lot to me if you did. I'm starting this channel realistically so that we can all enjoy MotoGP together, with the aim of streaming a live video when the GP races are on.